Hi guys, welcome back to my game Saturn 7 with a little update. I've been working on the inventory system lately, mostly. I've got the ability to load different types into different objects. So for example, ammo into different ammo types into a gun, different medicines into a like an injector like this one, or different batteries with different percentage ratings into the torch, for example. So at the moment I've got it, I probably will change it actually, but at the moment how I've got it is you have to, if something's got something within it, you can see just over here, the section over there, battery 75%, you have to unload it first before you can reload it with something else. So for example, I'll go here, press R, it'll highlight all available options if you have any. If there's no options, then you can't reload anything obviously, but and if you resort it, it still shows up, which is good. So you can select whatever rate, percentage, condition, battery, so that loads that in. That's fine. It is a bit long-winded. So for example, here's the medical injector. Press R, so I've got radiation and food poisoning vials available. So what you have to do is go away from the item that you've selected, select the vial that you want to load, and then once that's done, you go back to the injector and you can see it's loaded there with the picture and the updated percentage. You can even use it now by left clicking on it. I'll just get some radiation and see it working. I've got some updated effects working with the radiation, that's alright. So now back under cover, I can use the radiation meds on that. That was didn't have a lot of effect because it's affected by the condition of the medicine itself. So that's an empty vial now, so before I load anything I have to unload it and then reload. It's a bit long-winded. I'm going to change it, I think, to... So now we've loaded the meds. So now we're there. Now we have to go back over here and use it. I think that's too much long process. A better system would be simply to go here and just simply press R. Whether you got something inside of it or not, you press R to reload, and then it just picks up the next available one in the inventory, which in this case will be that one. Automatically. Now if that's not the one that you want to load, you can just resort your data before you use it, so that you know that the next one in line is if that's the one you want or not. I think that's probably the way I want to do it. So yeah, so that's, for example, something like that. You can, I think that's more of a direct way, so you can just come straight here, press R to reload, and instead of moving your cursor around the place, you're still highlighted here, and then you can left click it straight away. I think that's a lot more direct, better way. I think I'm going to change it to that. Yeah, it took a while to code all that in. It's a little bit complex, but anyway, I got to change it now, I think. What's your thoughts on that? So we've got the battery. You can also unload it and reload it and cancel. Yeah, so it all seems working pretty good on the whole. Let me fix up the radiation. We're out of medicine, so let's try some pills. I don't know if I'll keep the pills side of things. I like the injector, it's better. I suppose you could have a bit of both. We haven't got enough medicine. Not quite. Alright. You've got rubbish items, so once you've used up an item down to 0%, it's actually part of the rubbish. So this is like recycling section down here. I'm going to use that so that you can take your rubbish to certain things and recycle it for credits to then buy stuff with again. Haha. So yeah, that'll be funny. So in other words, when you use something up, it just doesn't suddenly disappear into thin air. It'll just go back into your inventory as a rubbish item. and which you can drop the rubbish, or you can use it to do something with later. I think that's a better idea. Yeah, so that's just a nice little image of the injector. That's not the actual 3D model I've got at the moment. I'll be changing that. That's just a temporary picture. You can drink, you get food poisoning from anything under 50%. You can get food poisoning. Closer to 0 is the higher the chance of getting food poisoning, basically. Well, there he goes. Food poisoning. 25%. Yeah. Oops. Whoa, we really got some food poisoning there. Alright. Let's see, what do we got? We've used up all the medicine and we just got some pills. Digesto. We'll try a bit of that. Yeah. I don't know if I'll keep the pills, or maybe I'll have both the medical injector and pills separate. Both in the game, perhaps. I'm not really sure yet. I think the injector is a bit more of a sci-fi thing and better, isn't it? So I need to unload that. Oh, that's interesting. That didn't stack. Both 0. I'll have to look at that. That's interesting. Yeah, so that's that. If you drink too much drink, it'll make some funny noises. Oops, excuse me. Yeah, so we've also got I've got in my statistics, this player can get stressed out and affects his sleep if he gets stressed from certain things. This one here, see stress pills, you can yeah, something new in the game. I don't know if anyone's got that. Yeah, so, and also if it rains you can get wet, if it snows you get frozen. Different percentages will affect your temperature, and your temperature will affect your health later on. Yeah, so that's alright. Got sleeping working. It's pretty basic at the moment. I haven't got clothing and warmth bonuses and all that sort of stuff working just yet, but I'll get that working. That's a large storage. But anyway, it works. Oh look, that did stack just then. Okay. Yeah, so storage works. Yeah, so that's a bit of an overview. Now that's the battery. Where's this one? Empty. If we reload, see that's highlighted, but if you resort it, it still updates, which is good. But unfortunately, I'll probably end up getting rid of all that anyway, because I was saying before, it's too long-winded, that process. Yeah, because once you've loaded it, then you've got to go back to the item that you just loaded, which is that one or that one, and yeah, it's not really direct. I don't think it's good enough. Different sorts. That's sort by percentage. This is sort by type. I think it is. Yeah. I need to create a sort by weight, because it's very much dependent on the weight, how much carrying capacity the player has, and all the rest of it. What are we, too hot, are we? Okay. Too hot. Okay, alright. Yeah, so basically that's that. Bit of an overview. You can unload. Oops, excuse me, that's the stomach. That's not wind, there's food poisoning. Yeah, so that's some basic overview of what's going on at the moment. Got it working pretty good, but yeah, I'm going to end up changing it again. Unfortunately, it takes a bit of time. Every time you re-change it, it takes quite a while. Bit of work. Yeah, so that's basically how it is at the moment. This place is killing me. Yeah, so radiation, you can get wet with the rain, you can get frozen with the snow. Yeah, so I got some things in the works at the moment. He's a bit hot, this guy, at the moment. I probably should create some inventory items that can counteract temperature changes. So if you're too hot, actually having a drink, that makes sense, doesn't it? Reduce your temperature, that makes sense. And if you're too cold, maybe you could take a heat patch or something and warm up your body temporarily. Oops, there he goes, he's dead. Yes, there's a bit of an update. Let us know what you think about how I got it at the moment, and any suggestions appreciated. Thanks. Cheers.